Hello YouTubers, RogueMonkeyJr here, and welcome back to our awesome Battlefield 1 coaching series called Analyze Your Game. Now before we get the video started, if you want to send in your own footage for one of the upcoming episodes, the information to do so will be on screen right now. The footage for today was sent in by DarkViperSniper, one of our community moderators, playing on console on the map Soissons Conquest. Now, as always, console players, I'm a little bit less critical on the aim, and he said in the email that he was playing a bunch of different classes, and that he wanted to know what he was doing wrong and what he was doing right. So without further ado, let's get the video started right away. Okay, so right now he's playing as a medic, so I see the match has already started, and we're getting stuck right into this. Oh, I see you have rifle grenades. Oh boy. Reload your weapon. You still have your 4 shots short. Those 4 bullets could save your life. Yeah, there you go. Oh, no, that's right. Fucking Federov has 26. I had another weapon in my head. So those 10 shots can save your life, definitely. Good job getting the ammo from the horse. That's always very good. Now, generally speaking, I know you might not be playing with friends right now, and I know a lot of people, when they don't play with their friends or regular squad mates, they don't really run the medical syringe, but I'm sure everybody knows how I feel about that. I think the job of the medic is to run the medical syringe at all times. The only time I used the rifle grenade was to do some stupid assignment to unlock a weapon, which I hated, completely hated. But if you're playing medic, I mean, you can do much more good and be much more of a benefit to your team if, nice, if you use the medical syringe as opposed to the rifle grenade. Chances are you won't have much of an impact with like 3 rifle grenades, as you would with the medical syringe, bringing your teammates back to life and helping them get into the battle quicker. So Chaos Cart, my favorite vehicle in Battlefield 1. So I believe right now you're gonna try and, oh boy, it's so hard to control. Oh my god. Get on the flag ASAP. You see dead people there, watch out. I would throw a grenade. Nice. I don't use the bayonet charge, but like using it's fine. That was just unlucky. But you would have probably been dead by the guy that was sitting right there too. He had a shotgun. So what I would be looking to do right now, yeah, is go help your teammates at D or E. Like try and spawn here and maybe get a flank off, or yeah, spawn on the main objective. Try to get a flank off, because I'm gonna just wait to see what you're doing here. Oh, get away! Oh shit, behind you! Nice. So yeah, always a little bit harder to do a flick of the wrist when you're playing on console. Actually, I guess what would be called a flick of the thumb. So right now, there's a standstill. Like no flags are being capped, no flags are being lost. Oh boy, the knife train, the melee train is real. But I would be looking to go cap their gimme flags like D and E. Just to take some pressure off of this flag here, and maybe give them an incentive to go back here, and maybe you guys can cap Charlie after that. Because doing the same thing over and over is never really useful. Nobody really benefits from it. And right now your teammate is capping Delta. Yeah, to me rifle grenades, like, especially in open maps like this, they seem a little bit too unpredictable. Like, they don't blow up immediately, they have to bounce, and you gotta, like, it's not... Oh, do it! Yeah! Those melee kills, though. Always be careful meleeing, is what I can say, because when you're in hostile territory, if you're using the melee, you're, like, 2-3 seconds that you can't do anything. Like, you can't defend yourself, you can't attack enemies. So it's always a little bit, it's always a little bit dangerous to use the melee in enemy territory, especially when you know that there's more than one like enemy teammate, well, enemy team player there. So you got a little now the advantage that your team has is you got more than one spawn point on either side of the map. So you have the spawn point alpha on your side of the map plus the uncap that's god awful plus delta. So you guys are going to be able to take up quite a good part of the map and spawn on different areas and hopefully try and outcap them. Watch out to your right, look right. You see on the mini map behind you. Toss a nade. You have smokes. Is that smokes? No, that's an incendiary. Okay, so you have the incendiary grenade and you still had it available. Let's rewind here real quick. Let's just go back a couple seconds. Okay, so right here, you have your incendiary grenade available. This, you know, there's enemies like over here, right? So, and you're pretty much surrounded. So there's enemies here. There's enemies here, and there's like enemies like behind you. So there's like enemies here, if you were in a 360 view. So there's enemies behind you over here, and then there's enemies here, and there's possibly enemies here. So when you have an incendiary grenade, a great thing to do is use it as a deterrent to go a certain route. So you knew there's enemies coming here because you heard them and you see them on the minimap. If you throw an incendiary here, it will act as what's the word I'm looking for here? It's going to deter them from going that specific route. So it will block this general area because it won't want to get burned. So it will make it so that you mostly have to worry about only this side here. So it's area denial. That's what I was looking for. So incendiaries, gas grenades, all that is very good for area denial. Because they last a couple seconds. There's a couple seconds where you don't have to worry about a certain angle that generally you would have to take care of. Like, here's the angle. Hang on, I'm just erase everything. This angle you have to worry about right now, as well as this angle, and kind of like from behind you, but they're going to come either way. So if you want to focus on a specific angle, throw your incendiary here. So you'd have fire like here. And for a couple of seconds, you won't have to worry about this part. They're going to have to go all the way here and start shooting at you from here. In which time, you will either have the opportunity to kill the people coming from this side. Okay, clear that and then turn around and maybe get a chance to shoot at these people, or just like go back. You can actually jump over the wall back here behind them if they're planning on going around like this, and surprise them and shoot them from behind, and then shoot the enemies from the high ground onto the low ground, which is a very good spot to be. So if you have your grenade, always get into a habit of using it, especially when you're in a dire situation like this, which the incendiary grenade can be very useful for. Oh shit, what'd I do? Oh, there we go. Okay, let's get right back into this. Erase that. So you see what happened here? You killed that guy and then people came up behind you. But if you would have fired that incendiary grenade like somewhere around that general area, you could have probably taken care of 2 or 3 of these guys that were coming on that side. So you guys have B and C. You're kind of squeezed in right now if you spotted Charlie, because enemies are going to be coming from Delta and Alpha. So yeah, Fedorov in long-range combat. Automatic mode is not the best. Probably switch to... Okay, that was... You just ran right over that. And the thing with flares in Battlefield 1 is you never know if it's your team's flare or the enemy's flare. So it's kind of hard to decide whether you're going to step on it or not, but you could clearly go around right there. I mean, it's just little things like that that can be the difference between life and death. Oh, it hit his head! It bounced on his face! That was amazing. Spawn in this squad mate right here. And try and flank them all the way to Echo. Like, because Echo, there's probably nobody there right now. And you can get a flank off all on the left side here. And then go back down to Echo like this. And go attack that. That is a terrible arrow. Go back down like that. So that is a great way of getting some of the enemies off of their current flags and hopefully taking some pressure off. Like, if there's no progress being made and your team isn't capping flags, that's what you want to do. You want to cap flags that'll make the enemy go like, hey, what the hell's happening? We're getting back capped. Fall back, go cap the gimme flags again, then we'll push back up, and it'll give your team the opportunity to cap a couple flags, get a foothold on the majority of the map, and then hopefully try and stop them when they come back to cap like Charlie or Delta. Okay, that bayonet charge, kind of pointless. Bayonet charging to get to cover when you're getting shot at, very good. Bayonet charging to just get a boost in sprint isn't useful, because you're going to sprint really fast the first go, and then after that you can't sprint anymore because you're out of the stamina bar, which is like this sword right here. And then you're slowly treading, like you can't sprint, you're just slowly walking. So, like, I've tested this, you don't go faster than somebody who would just be sprinting straight, like without bayonet charging. So it does give you that initial boost, but then the person that was just sprinting normally will catch up and eventually get further away from you. So bayonet charging to safety is good when you're getting shot at, but just bayonet charging for like no reason just isn't worth it. So right now you cap an echo. That's great. That's exactly what I wanted you and your squad to do. I think some of your squad mates are here. Yeah, you got one right there. Take a drink of water here. Ah, that's good. I can't tell, but speaking for like, how long has this been so far? Speaking for like 10 minutes. What the hell happened there? Hold up. Did I just miss something? Okay, I think you cut out a part here, but that's fine. Yeah, mailing right where you were right there. That was not the best idea. So I think you skipped a little bit of the... What was happening there? Oh boy. Oh, that's yours. I was like, holy shit. You can stand up. That's yours. That's your team's behemoth. Which is, yeah, it's always full. So that means that you guys are in dire need of capping flags and turning this thing around. There's people on Echo, but go back. Take this opportunity that they're capping Echo to go back and cap Alpha Bravo. I wouldn't even bother going to Charlie. It's more of a mess than anything else. So I would just look at going directly into Bravo Alpha, capping those back flags, getting back your foothold on your side of the map, which is very, very important to have if you don't want to get sandwiched in. This is precarious situation here. Be careful. Don't shoot a tank with a fucking AA gun. That's not good. Never ever shoot a tank with an AA gun, especially when they're not really damaged. If you know you can take them down, they're like disabled, then you can do enough damage, but right now the risk that you're taking versus the reward, you're doing what? 1 damage per shot, and you're giving everybody your position away, which is not ideal. Yeah, exactly as I thought. AA guns are great, but it makes you a very, very easy target for snipers and people who have long-range weapons. And when you're using it to shoot a vehicle, land vehicle that is, it's not that effective in the first place. Still got that rifle grenade. Oh boy. That was just unfortunate. There's a whole lot of enemies there. They're trying to get their gimme flag back. Watch out for gas. You're in the gas. Because you can hear enemies to your left. No, to your left. You saw him. Oh, nice. Oh shit! Oh, yeah, you were just surrounded right there. That was just like really unfortunate. So if you guys don't have Echo anymore. Oh no, spawn on this guy. Spawn on this guy here. Go back. Yeah. Don't go to Charlie. Don't go to Charlie. Go back, Cap Bravo, Cap Alpha. Don't use that against a tank. You used all your gadgets on a tank. No. No matter if you would have hit all those rifle grenades and that incendiary grenade, you would have never taken out that AA truck with those gadgets. But now you're stuck with no rifle grenades, no grenades, which is not ideal. So yeah, you kind of always want to have your gimme flags. Oh boy. That was... I see you really like the melee. So yeah, you kind of always want to have your gimme flags, because this is where like the fight, you want to win this fight. You want your gimme flags to be in possession of your team. If the enemy has it, that's a bad time for you, because if you have a flag, then it's a flag in the middle and they can sandwich you in. And if you don't have a flag, then that means you're stuck in spawn, and that's never good. Ooh, in a tank, eh? Oh, you're okay, you're driving. So you spawn in a tank, but you can't repair it. That's something I don't like of Battlefield 1 is like if you spawn in a tank and you're not the tanker, you're screwed. You can't repair it. And like the only person who, I don't know, I just don't like how the tank repairs work in Battlefield 1. But that's just my personal opinion. I used to play a lot of tanker back in Battlefield 4. I like how if you had a repair guy on your tank, you could perform much better. Watch out. That's your guy. There's people dying all around. To your left. Take your whip. Yeah, take your weapon out. Good job. Watch out. To your right, to your right. You saw him on the minimap. So that was just pay attention to your minimap more. Always, the minimap is one of the most powerful tools that you can learn to master in Battlefield 1. Is the minimap. There's so much useful information on there, which is why I have mine set to like 145% size from the regular. So mine's like huge. It's like big like this. My minimap. It's absolutely monstrous. But there's so much useful information on there. There's obviously enemies. There's teammates, which are these. And then there's dead people, which I won't try and draw. I'll just draw an X. So there's so much useful information on the minimap that I feel as though having a larger minimap can be so useful. It's so useful to general knowledge of what's happening around you. And like, okay, I have a bunch of teammates on Butterflag. I have no teammates on Alpha, which I don't know why I drew that. And the enemy are trying to cap Alpha. What do I do? Like, it gives you so much information. Oh my god. That's just unfortunate. And you have the option to make it bigger, so I don't see why you wouldn't make it bigger. I would suggest giving it a try. Try making your minimap a little bit bigger. See how it works out for you. See how it works out for you. Like, I can't see myself playing with such a small minimap anymore. I'm just too used to having it like really big and having all that good, useful information on there. Oh, this is interesting. Flying a plane. I don't fly planes, so I'm probably not the best person to analyze pilot gameplay. I can try my hand, but you know, I'm probably the worst pilot ever. I've never tried piloting with a controller though. I think that would probably be a lot more fun than piloting with mouse and keyboard.
We have lost objective apples.
So try and drop some bombs on flags, I suppose, or something. At this point, like, I know the enemy's gonna win. Like, you guys just aren't capping enough flags. Oh boy. Your team just wasn't capping enough flags to even think about winning the game. And like most of your team, they were all focusing on one flag, as opposed to like splitting the forces, focusing on a couple flags. I would imagine you're gonna, oh boy, nice. Oh, double barrel sawed off. I love that thing. Too bad I'm not high enough level to have it. Oh, you like rewinded there? That was odd. So yeah, the game's pretty much over at this point. What I can tell you is look at your minimap more. Equip the syringe when you're playing medic. The rifle grenade has so little advantage as opposed to the oh boy. No, cancel. Okay. So we're just gonna pause it here. So the rifle grenade has so little advantage as opposed to the syringe. So I would much rather see you use the syringe. And don't melee as much when you're in close quarter combat and you know there's enemies around. If there's only like one guy and you know there's only one guy, meleeing is fine. But when there's more than one person around you, you have that 2, 3, 4 seconds that you can't do anything, and which most often than not results in your inevitable demise. So that's a couple of things that I would want you to try out and pay attention to a little bit more, and also try making your minimap bigger. I would love to see and hear your feedback on that. So while I'm doing the outro, I'll leave the information on screen once again if you want to send in your own footage for an upcoming episode. And let us know in the comments down below if you think that there's anything else that DarkViperSniper can improve or take a look at to improve his gameplay further. And while you're down there, be sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.